When you get a chance to sit into a live blackjack game, you want to be sure that you understand all the rules and the mathematical probabilities of the game before you start to play. That's part of what the series, a big part of what this series of videos is all about. We want you to understand the mathematical probabilities of the game, have a good money management system in place, and know what your decisions need to be instantaneously. This is going to be one of our live play sessions. We're going to try and get 3 or 4 hands here in very quickly in the amount of time that the video gives us. So this person over here is going to make a 1-unit wager along with a toke for the dealer. This is a 2-unit wager, and this is our money management hand over here. We have 1 wager in, started with $40, and we're slowly building it up until we can get these bumped up to 2 wagers, or 2-unit wagers, and our original extra 4 are still sitting back there waiting to see what's going to happen. My theory on this game, and I've seen it played out over and over again, is that you start with a basic wager, and you just play that back and forth until you're able to have 3 or 4 wagers built up that will give you money to play with, house money to play with, while advancing your wager and hopefully winning more money in the long run. I have played like that on and off for years, and for the most part can survive in a game while I watch other people on the table drop hundreds of dollars trying to get $50 ahead. So to me it makes a lot of sense. I hope it does to you. 12 against a 4 is going to stay. 12 is an ugly hand any way you look at it. I tend to go on the conservative side and stay with them. And what we have here is a blackjack. That's always really nice because no possibility of the dealer having anything to push on. So it's a 3-2 payout and the cards come off the table. 13 against a 4. Again, I'm going to stay. We'll see what happens. Dealer has 14. Dealer has 17. So both of these are losers. Now there's another adage that goes along with the game. It says somebody has to hit. So if you're playing the third base spot on the table, which is the key position on the table, very often that hand will determine what goes on with everybody else. So you might want to think about whether sometimes you need to change what you're going to do just based on sometimes the folklore of the game, even though it's not part of basic strategy. That's the kind of thing that comes along with becoming a seasoned player and knowing what you need to do to win at this game. 6. The infamous 6. 6, 16, whatever it is the most bustable hand in the game, player or dealer. So the 12 is going to stay. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, heck, why not? It's play money, right? We have a soft 6 against the dealer showing a 6. So we have an opportunity to double down here. I personally really enjoy doubling on a soft hand. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If that were my real money, I probably wouldn't do that, but let's see. 20 here is good against a 6 showing, so the dealer is going to, oh, the 11. Do we want to think? Son of a gun. That is a magnet. The 6 and 5 is the magnet for the 10 over and over and over and over again, enough to where it's just disgusting. Well, wasn't that a lot of fun? Other magnet hands are the soft 17 and the soft 5. Doubling down very often will pull a 6 and a 4. So that's something else you want to be remembering. Well, this guy really kind of went downhill here, didn't he? And over here on our money management, we're still playing back and forth with 1 unit. Dealer has 17, 19 is good, 20 we hope is good. 15 against the 17 is going to stay. 17, so this one's a loser. This one's a winner. This one's a winner, as well as an extra toke for the dealer. So that one we're going to bump up there. These tokes come back here. This one's going to, well, we're down to 1 back here, so I'm going to put that back there and just go with the 1 and slide 1 more into place there. Okay, we have an 11 over here, possible double down. We'll just pretend that's the player's money. He's going to slide it up in there. The dealer's going to position it, give him 1 card. 15 against a 7 is going to stay. 6 against a 7 is going to hit. Now we have 13, and even though this 15 was a weak hand, 7 is usually a weak hand for the player. I tend to play conservatively and prefer to stay in the game. That 7 would have busted me. So you always want to watch the cards that come afterwards just to see what would have happened. So we have 13 against a 7. I'm going to hit it one more time. Too many. Fourth card breaks your hand 90% of the time. You want to remember that and factor it in. But against a 7, very often that 10 is with a 7 over and over and over again. So either a 10 or an ace will make a 7 into a very decent hand if you've still got middle cards out there that you want to fiddle around with. And again, the double didn't work. So these haven't been really good, profitable demonstration hands, but they're good demonstration hands. Let's go ahead and put a couple more out here for this one. We'll come one more up with this, and we're getting down to 1. Now, if I lose this one and I lose that one because I've lost like 5 or 6 hands in a row, that's my hand, I would pick those other chips up in the bat and go look and see if I could find another table where maybe the cards were being a little more cooperative. Sometimes you can find them, sometimes you can't. Used to be you could walk into a casino and find an open table just about any time of the day or night, except maybe on a Saturday night. Anymore, because of the success of the tribal casinos all over the country, the big boys in Nevada have figured out that you're better off playing to a full house. So they will not open extra tables until the tables they already have open on the floor are pretty well full. So you no longer would walk into a casino and find dealers just standing around waiting for people to come to their table. When I first started playing, soft 17 against a 6, we're going to double down on that one. Just see. 13 against a 6 is going to stay. 10 against a 6 is going to double down, and we're going to take one card there. Dealer's going to flip that one over. 9 and 6 is 15. 9 and 6 is 18. This person wins. This is a loser. And this one is a loser. So what happens is that you will not find an open spot to move to as readily as you used to be able to. So you just have to kind of sit and decide, does this game show any promise at all? Do I want to spend the rest of this original buy-in money on this game? If I doesn't look like I can go somewhere else, should I just go try something else for a while? What am I going to do? And you need to keep factoring those things into your decision on whether to stay and play in a game that really isn't going anywhere. I refer to them as a zone game, which is everything is falling into your lap, a neutral game where it's going back and forth, and an eat 'em alive game where you can't win a hand no matter what you do. And if you just want to play, that's what you've got to put up with. If you want to win or you want to come out even, you want to keep searching around until you find a table that's going to cooperate with you. Good luck.